What's up, guys? I'm back out at the range today, and it's been quite a while. Sorry I have the camera angled weird. I'll move it when I get ready and shoot here, but the sun is really bright and it was just washing everything out. So continuing the series with our World War II weapons, I'm going to be shooting today the Luger. Now the Luger that I have, you'll see here, well, I'll show it to you now. This is a commemorative model that was produced by Luger. Make sure the gun weapon is clear. It's produced by Luger in 1993, and my dad came across it, and ever since then we've been having a lot of fun with it. So I will say that shooting this is, for me, quite difficult. My eyes aren't the greatest, and as you can tell, you have a very small back notch here that is, of course, non-adjustable. The front sight blade is adjustable for windage, but it doesn't mesh well with my eyes. And I found out, and it could be me, but I've also found out that the gun tends to shoot rather low. And it has a very heavy, stiff trigger pull. But regardless, it's still fun. It's unfortunately not a real Luger in the sense that it was used in the war, but for all intents and purposes, it is a Luger. So we'll have some fun with it today. We'll go to the tabletop now. I'll show you how to disassemble it for basic maintenance, and then we'll come back here and we'll do some shooting. Okay guys, we're back and we're going to do a disassembly video on the Luger. And again, although this is a commemorative model Luger, the disassembly would be the same on a actual World War II variant Luger. So let's go ahead and proceed here. What we're going to do first, let's verify that the firearm is unloaded. Pulling back the toggle, and you can see in there that it is unloaded. Let's visually and physically inspect the chamber. We're good. So for the first part of this, you do have to leave the magazine in the gun. When you pull the toggle back and lock it, then you can remove the magazine. So let's remove that and set it aside. Now what you want to do, there's a side plate right here and the takedown lever. You're going to go ahead and slide the takedown lever down. There could be some resistance on it, but a little bit of resistance is normal. And then you're just going to go ahead and remove the side plate like so. Now you can go ahead and release the toggle slowly, and then remove the upper from the firearm. Now, one thing you want to take note, this little lever here, when we go to disassemble it or reassemble it, it has to land in, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but where my finger's at there's two little notches that have to pair up with this bar, this transfer bar. Hooks under so it can lock the toggle back. But go ahead and set this down here for a moment. And again, this is just your lower assembly here. My normal maintenance when I do fire this, I'll just give it a clean, quick cleaning on the inside, wipe it down, and I actually put the grease on the slide itself. But that's really all there is to the lower part of the frame there. So let's set it aside and take a look at the slide assembly and the barrel. So this is the upper assembly here. Really, there's not much more from here on out that you need to do for just regular maintenance. Normally lift the toggle up and just give it a good cleaning on the inside. Take a look down the barrel here. Make sure that it's free of debris, clean the barrel. It has a rather large extractor on the inside here. See it right there. I always try and wipe that down, make sure it's good to go. Now you can remove the toggle. I don't normally do so, but in order to do it, there's a pin right here that if you just ever so slightly pull out, the pin will release. and you can remove the toggle lock assembly. Just slides right out. So you have your upper frame right here with the barrel. You have your toggle lock pin, and then you have your actual bolt and toggle assembly. And I'll normally, give this a good cleaning around here. Make sure the extractor is full. I think I called the ejector the extractor earlier. I apologize, but just make sure everything is clean around here. As you can see, it's a little bit dirty, but we're going to go ahead and reassemble it here. Very simple. What we're going to do is get the slide, and there's grooves that the bolt itself just rides in. You want to lift it up and pair the holes there. Get your pin. Make sure it's going in the right way. And there's only one way to take this pin in and out. There's a smaller and a bigger end, and it comes out from the smaller end. So that's just the reassembly there. Go ahead and lock the toggle back down. Now, like I mentioned before, this little guy you have to get paired up with the two hooks in here. Easiest way to do this is to flip it upside down. Make sure the toggle is to the rear as it is there, and just slowly slide in. About halfway. You want to go to about right there. Turn the gun around, let it drop into place. And it should just slide in like that. And now what you would need to do is get your side plate. And it's going to fit in here kind of weird at first, because the barrel the slide has to be in the right spot. There you go. No, it's still not in there. There we go. And normally it should just slide back, but if it offers you any resistance like mine does, what you want to do is just push slightly to the rear on the barrel, pull the slide release back into place. It'll lock that side plate in. Test for function. And that is the disassembly and the reassembly of the Luger. Put it back on safe. So let's get this back out to the range here and take some shots with it, and we'll see how she does. Okay, we're back. I'm going to go ahead and use up the rest of the ammunition that I have had with me in the bag today. This is Tula. It's 115 grain, full metal jacket, non-corrosive boxer prime. Got this stuff at Walmart. It's decent stuff. It's not the best, but it does the job. One thing I have noted with these Lugers, just how the magazine, the round comes out of the magazine into the chamber. They don't tend to jam a lot, but they will jam every now and again. And I have noticed a lot of jams with my other, not necessarily, bugs are crazy out here, not necessarily jams per se, but failures to go into battery or pick up the round and put it in the chamber, stuff like that. With this ammo in particular, I haven't had much trouble, like in my M&Ps and my TP9, my Beretta, with any other ammo but this stuff. So that's something to keep in mind if you do want to purchase it. But let's go ahead and take a couple shots with the Luger here today. Now it has to be on fire, and we're good to go. mags don't fly out on this one. I don't know if they eject quickly on actual Lugers, but this one you have to kind of give it a push to get the magazines to come out, or pull rather. Okay, I'm going to load a couple more. Well, looks like I have about 10 rounds left, so I'm going to load those and I'll be right back. I will show you one thing here in loading these mags, and of course it's a lot like newer 22 Rugers, just because of course they got the design off the Luger, but you have to pull down on the little lever here, and sometimes the rounds don't fall down in where they're supposed to, so you kind of got to shake them down into place. And once you get kind of far down, it gets really difficult. So let's go ahead and fire these final couple rounds I have off here. A few rounds, and give you some final thoughts. Try one-handed here. Okay, we got a failure to feed. Just wrap it on top. Very, very easy to lose that front sight blade, at least it is for me, especially in this sun and this being a stainless steel firearm. See what I can do with a little rapid fire with the last of my rounds here. Okay, not too bad. All right, let's go down the range and I will show you how bad I did and we'll give some final thoughts. Okay, so I'm only shooting at about probably 10 yards-ish. You can see the behind me where my range bag is. I was standing a little bit further back on the table in order to get everything into the camera, but as you can see, I was grouping low a lot. This is the target that I did the rapid fire on. They group nicely if you know what you're doing, and you can see fine. I have very bad eyes, but the gun's capable of a lot better accuracy than that. But anyway, it's a really fun gun to shoot, guys. If you can get your hands on a Luger, it's a piece of history. Beautiful firearm, expertly engineered, as were most German firearms of the day and German firearms now. But take another look at her here. Great firearm. Again, capable of doing a lot better than I can do, but good stuff, guys. As you know, I really love World War II firearms, and unfortunately I don't own a real Luger, but this is close enough for now. So the next video we'll be doing will be a 1911. I'll have all three of my 1911s out here and showing you, a little bit differences between each of them, and we'll go from there. But I really appreciate you guys watching today. I apologize for the videos being sparse. I was in between, getting married and a honeymoon, and we just got back, and we're trying to get everything settled and unpacked and all that stuff. So I'm gonna try and get out here more regularly. After the 1911, we will start doing some tests on the guns at longer range, all my rifles, the World War II ones included. We're going to be bumping to 50 yards, and then we're going to move well, that'll be over at the other side of the range, and then to 100 yards. So should be fun. Again, thank you guys. If you could comment, like, subscribe, it really helps us out, and you guys have a good day.